Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. Safe to say expectations have not been met. When you start a season in the top 5, you expect to contend for a playoff spot. Now they're sitting there unranked. What about just overhauling the whole program if they can't get this thing fixed?
Well, yes, and it's hard, man. It's hard when you start that high and then something happens and it starts to snowball. Momentum is a powerful thing. These are young kids, Jesse, and they got to find a way to swing that momentum.
They've had some tough losses, obviously some key injuries, but they need a win in the worst way possible. They have got to find a way to right the ship.
Buys a little time. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The give from the gun. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Illinois lining up quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Caught in the backfield. It's Meadows. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Illinois moving it quickly down the field.
Here we go, set.
They're going to ride this running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. fires to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Working that wide receiver screen. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
The screen, he can go. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the RPO, complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw again. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Fit it in the window for the score.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. On the move, it's Yates. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Quick release on the RPO. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Wilkins. He's got him. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best of them. I think...
There he goes. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Using his feet to buy time. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground. Get what you can get. Live to play another day.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Penn State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. It's on target and complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Illinois right back to the line.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo.
Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Looking downfield on first down. The screen, and watch out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Third down play from the gun. Makes the grab. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back.
Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Defense, what are we doing? You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage bust.
The Illini started this drive deep in their own end, but now starting to generate some momentum. Unloads quickly. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Illinois lining up quickly. On the run, it's Meadows. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Illinois. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 12 to SMU. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Wilkins. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Right down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. He has the first and still on his feet. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enis, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes a grab right down the middle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
With the run on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. To the air, it's Wilkins. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Using his legs, it's Meadows. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. That's caught. It's Shaw. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go.
Breaks into the open. And into the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. It's 1st and goal as Illinois comes to the line. Barges ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're looking to throw on second and short. Touchdown to line. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. To get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but a really good job of blocking by the return team. He's out to the 44. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking downfield, it's Wilkins. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Sensei.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. It's off. There he goes. The 10. Touchdown, finding a line. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
To the air, it's Wilkins. Now improvising. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
And the Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads it left. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. The offense will take advantage of the penalty. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. To the air on first down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. From the red zone, it's Yates. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Wilkins. Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Snap in the shotgun. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards, and they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He'll try to do it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Turns it on in midfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Illinois right back to the line. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Illinois looking to pay things off on 1st and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying to punch it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Illinois! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Army is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up off the canvas before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to UAB. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Scanning the field, it's Wilkins. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Blue. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Snagged out of the air. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go back to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. A strike downfield. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Illinois lining up quickly. They'll give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Give him 105 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Illinois putting together a really nice drive. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to fit the field position with the return.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Using the quick game.
I tell you what, really good job by the defense, having vision on the quarterback. And as soon as he threw that football, man, they broke on the football right away, didn't waste time, and got the running back on the ground for no gain.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw on 3rd. Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, touchdown Penn State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Number 5.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. The screen, he's got wheels. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Illinois can be aggressive here on second and short. Handoff from the gun. Got a little space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on! Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. The give to the fullback. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout here. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Shaw. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd reads some, but we got to stay aggressive.
The clock is relentlessly working against them. Down 4. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got to find a completion on this one. He caught it. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on 4th down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Takes the handoff. It's Yates. And that is how we will wrap this one up. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this